No, they should not be parking in the grass there. You're welcome. If you have any issues, let me know.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Parking, but
People were
that's
no
no kidding.
plain down to it. They think they can do what they want. I believe that would be the Hershey banner. So much behind the scenes. This is weird. Downtime is very.
But yeah,
We'll get there. Working out the thing. Little. Hey.
you're right. We put up buildings and stuff like that, and then the next 4 or 5 months was working out all the kinks.
Yeah.
Hey, I tried to knock that thing over, but
I'm gonna take this off here, Tyson.
No, this thing here is duct taped together, so it broke on me. Putting it together. Yeah, freaking cable went back. It's getting rigged up already now.
You've seen my kids in it should be there.
hey, you two, take care, Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Donovan Chapman III Stadium. As tonight, Superintendent Vance Varner, Principal Kelly Campagna, and Athletic Director Tish McClay, visiting Trojans from Hershey High School.
Okay, thank you.
Husky fans, get on your feet. It's a goal out here at Kishbank Field. Be loud, be proud, and welcome head coach Shane Breon and your Mifflin County Huskies.
Well, let's go big.
We're waiting for you.
Welcome to Geisinger Night here at Donald M. Chapman III Stadium. At this time, we are welcoming onto Kishbank Field representatives of Geisinger to recognize and thank Geisinger for their generous contribution to our fundraising efforts. Please welcome the following members of Geisinger Lewistown. The senior leadership, Dr. John Pagnato and Christy Hine, and being escorted onto the field by Mifflin County Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Vance Warner. Please welcome A.J. Hartsoff, who will assist with tonight's coin toss. At this time, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps, or if you are an active or retired member of the United States military, feel free to leave your hat on and offer a salute as we pause to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the anthem is being performed by our first principal at Mifflin County High School and the current principal at the Academy. Welcome back, Mr. Mark Crossan. Ladies and gentlemen, Francis Scott Key's Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early line what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes this time. Would the respective captains of both teams please come to midfield as AJ Hartsoff will conduct our point toss.
Welcome to Gold Out Night for the 2-1 battle between the Huskies and the Trojans here. I'm Colston Diven.
And I'm Aiden Stevens. We have a great game on our hands here tonight. The Trojans 2-1, like Colston said. Mifflin County also 2-1. Both of these teams lost to the two top teams in the conference last year. Huskies to Mechanicsburg last week. The Trojans, they lost to Shippensburg 2 weeks ago. Colston, what's going to be the key to winning these games?
These Mifflin County Huskies, they've been averaging 3 turnovers a game. The main thing here, their defense has been great. You want to try and continue to have that as you're seeing the coin toss here. We'll see. I believe it's going to be
Hershey.
Mifflin County will on the toss and will defer.
There you go.
So the Trojans will get it first here. Huskies obviously 2-1, but the 3 games they played, despite the loss, they've been great. Obviously, a 19-0 loss, that was last week against Mechanicsburg. At Mechanicsburg, not bad at all, considering 2 years ago, they lost 42-6.
Exactly. Hershey, some team facts here. Coming off their biggest margin of victory since October 24th, 2008. That was the year I was born, and now I'm a senior in high school here, representing MCTV. The key for Hershey, number 5, Cam Sweeney, tied for 4th in the state for total touchdowns, and he leads the Mid-Penn with rushing yards with 384, and he's the quarterback.
We've got kickoff set to go. Weaver to kick, number 0, the kickoff man here. He's going to get us started here. It's the Huskies and the Trojans. Week 4 is underway here. Short kick here. Trojans lose the ball on the opening kick. Going to try and get a good return here. And that tackle there, number 11, Nevin Farley there to cover it up. That was Alex Guzman on the return, the senior. And the Trojans here coming off the short kick started around the 30.
Now for the first time tonight, we're going to see Cam Sweeney last week against Palmyra. Palmyra, one of the weaker teams, I must say, in the Mid-Penn Conference. But you got to give it for Cameron Sweeney. 12 for 18, 207 yards and a touchdown in the victory. 48-0 shutout. As expect number 5 to use his legs a lot tonight.
It's the connection, 5-6. We've seen most of the year. We'll see what Sweeney's got here on the first play. Could be a simple handoff up the middle, and the Huskies dominate the line of scrimmage there. Still fighting for it. Finally going to be down, and it's going to be 2nd and long.
2nd and long here, obviously behind the sticks early for Hershey. The run up the middle. Nice job by the Huskies flying to the ball there, and that's going to be the key for the Huskies defensively. The 2nd best defense when it comes to points allowed. Only 19 points allowed in Mid-Penn play, and all 19 of those came against the reigning Mid-Penn champions. Hershey came in 3rd in the Mid-Penn Conference last year. Here's 2nd and 10 officially.
2nd and 10, as Aiden said here for Sweeney. Here, he's been great with the rush, and he's going to get just another handoff to the outside. Hershey trying to make a move. The carrier there is Edwards Pace, the senior, 5'8", try to put his head down there. Nothing much going, and it's already a 3rd and long here for the Trojans.
3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8. Sweeney's going to use his arm here. But like I've been saying, it's going to be the Huskies forcing these. I think that I was talking a little bit about this game heading up into this game this week. I said whoever scores first is going to win this game. I think it's all about starting hot, quick, and early, as here's 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. They call it from the 31. They're going to call
Penalty
it
flag,
dead.
and I believe they're going to move Hershey back 5 yards.
Sweeney here, surprised, I believe there's a flag. He's going to throw it to the ref there. 3rd, it's going to be dead ball foul, false start, as Aiden said. And the Trojans are not starting out so hot here. It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 26. Now, as it is 3rd and 13, you'd expect a pass. We've seen in these situations for the past few weeks, Hershey likes that read option with Sweeney. So you have to expect it there, just maybe here on a 3rd and 13, because he's fast in the open field.
The leading rusher in the Mid-Penn probably goes up against a top 2 Mid-Penn defense.
That's going to be Sweeney here. He's airing it out deep and just overthrown. He had his man. That's pace once again back there. And now it's 3 and out for the Trojans.
Nice job by the Huskies defense. Pressure off the edge. Able to try and get Sweeney off balance. He went for the kill shot right there. And it'll be a 3 and out for the Huskies. Good start defensively.
3 and out for the Trojans, not the Huskies. Both these teams, their 4th game on the year, and both are 2-1. But last year, Hershey got the best of Mifflin County. At Hershey, however, 35-7. Huskies are looking to even the score. Here's the punt here. Plenty of room to kick. It's going to be a short one. Huskies are not going to touch it. They're going to let it.
This is a nice roll for Hershey.
Nice roll. You can see Hershey trying to push it a little more. Daniel Carino picks it up, another senior. This Trojans team, very senior heavy, as we're going to see Hartung and company come out onto the field to start it out.
Mifflin County, obviously, it's been 6 quarters since they've last found any points, really. All of their points have came in touchdowns and extra points. No field goals for the Huskies so far this year. I thought we were going to have one 2 weeks ago against Northern York, but, you know, Chase Hartung, 35-yard Hail Mary.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at the, call it, 37 of the Huskies.
Trips near side.
It's going to be Strohecker the back, Hartung to throw. Hartung here just going to Everton looking to make the first big strike. We saw the pass game last time at home. They're trying to maybe try and get that incorporated on 2nd and 10. They will. Hartung to throw. He's got pressure. Making a move. Throw it outside. That is caught to the big Manning, according to Aiden. I like to say hit his man. That's a gain of 7, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Huskies. Hartung here looking for something. Strohecker is the back around midfield. They're going to call it the 44 after the gain of 7. Hartung, 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got pressure again. Step it up. Throwing that one.
Throwing it away.
Throwing it away.
I don't hate that. Similar play. Hartung rolling out to the far side of the field. Has to step up, doesn't want to force a turnover. And 2 drives, 2 punts from both teams.
We saw Mifflin County last week, although they did lose 19-0, preferably their best play was a fake punt. So we'll see 4th and 3, and that was, I believe, a 4th and 12 they did it.
They did, yes.
And they got it. So we'll see if Beamer's got more tricks up his sleeve.
I remember we watched that game live.
4th and 3, Beamer. This one just going to be a regular punt. This one a high one. Hershey calls for fair catch, and we'll get it at around the 36-yard line.
Both
34.
teams, I will say, both teams on both punts has brought a lot of pressure, and they've gotten very close, especially to Beamer right there. Nearly got the punt blocked. But other than that, everything goes nice and smooth for the Huskies on the first drive. 2 drives, 2 3 and outs on MCTV.
8:57 left to go here. Hershey started with the ball, didn't do much. The Huskies a lot more effective with their 7-yard gain. But really, you saw that drive dead from the start, from the false start. So Hershey's going to try and get more going with Sweeney. It's 1st and 10 from the 25. Sweeney here looking at his DBs. That's going to be just another handoff to the outside, looking to make a move. That's number 22, Caleb Simmons, another senior. As we said, this Hershey team is senior heavy. Another one there to the carry. It's going to be no gain, or a gain of 2, excuse me. 2nd and 8.
Once again, both teams incorporating the run here early. Hershey more than Mifflin County, but both teams still incorporating it, running the ball. Huskies ran it on 1st, passed on 2nd and 3rd. I believe Hershey's ran it every play but that 3rd down.
2nd and 8. Doing it again. Sweeney, the keeper. They've been trying to do it. There's Christine on the edge. Fighting for yardage is Sweeney. He's down the sideline all the way to about the 37, and that's why you can't let him out in the open field.
The Mid-Penn leading rusher proves why right there. Sweeney bounces it outside, stiff arms a man, tiptoes his way down the sideline, and it'll be a first down, Trojans.
They're putting it a lot farther back. They're saying he might have been down or out of bounds.
They're going to say he's out of bounds at the 46 of Hershey's yard line.
So that's a big sigh of relief if you're the Huskies, because it looked like he got a lot more. 1st and 10 from the 46, but as we've seen, Sweeney's got some legs, so Huskies got to try and stop it here. Gonna be Sweeney. Just another handoff up the middle, up the trenches here, and the Huskies get him after a short gain.
That's going to put Sweeney very close, if not directly, at 400 rushing yards on the campaign. 4 games in, average 100 rushing yards as a quarterback. It's not too bad, Golston.
Gotta say here, Sweeney, you saw on the outside there, he's very tackleable. Obviously, his 6'3" stature is a very tough thing to tackle, but you saw all he did there was really get the edge. If you don't allow Sweeney to get the edge, I feel like the Huskies have a good chance of containing him. Maybe some QB contains we see throughout the night. In motion there is Grant Leader. Going to be another flag, and that's going to be yet another false start against the Trojans.
Trojans, I mean, it's early. We're not even a half quarter into this one. 2 false start penalties, and what has been a 2nd and 8 and 3rd and 8 has been pushed back to a 2nd and 13 and a 3rd and 13.
So we'll see here, Sweeney. We saw last drive, they're a running team. They don't pass a lot. The one time they did, obviously Sweeney showed his arm. But, 2nd and 13, when you're a rushing team, that's not what you want. So, obviously, they've got some weapons there, like number 6, who's in the game right now playing against Dodger Weaver. So we'll see if 5-6 is the connection. 2nd and 13. Jet touch pass here, trying to cut outside his Grant Leader, and the Huskies are there, maybe after a gain of 2.
Kenny was the first one there on the rush. We'll see here, able to kill the momentum and just allow 3 Huskies to swarm right there. I believe the tackle will go to Nevin Farley on that one. It's his 3rd and 11.
It's going to be 3rd and 11. As we said, this is a rushing team, so the Huskies, once again, a good chance to get off the field. No deep bomb is converted. No running back in the backfield. Now we've got motion by Guzman. 3rd and 11. Sweeney got some pressure. He's going to try and step up and run for it. Making a move. Another, and he's got a first. Still going all the way to the 15-yard line.
I mean, this kid is special. What a run from Cameron Sweeney. It looked to be dead in the water after a gain of 3, turns it into a gain of 30, and I'm telling you what, jukes one defender, jukes another, breaks off a couple more, and he's inside the Huskies' red zone. 1st and 10 at the 15.
The number one thing, if you're this Huskies defense, stop Sweeney. He's a great rusher at that 6'3" build, and he uses it to his advantage all the way to the 15. It's the red zone here for the Trojans. They try to strike first as we've got some motion here.
Remember a couple plays ago you said he wasn't tackable, or he was easily tackable?
Sweeney there, back to the outside, and he's in. Touchdown, Trojans.
That officially puts him, as of right now, tied for 1st place in all of Pennsylvania for rushing touchdowns, or for total touchdowns, my apologies. Puts him at number 10 on the campaign. And Cameron Sweeney, that was all him. This guy, dare I say, looks a little like Lamar Jackson, the way he runs the ball.
3rd and 11, you've got a chance to get him behind the line. That's why you need a QB contain, maybe a QB spy or 2, and they just couldn't do it there. So that's going to be the Trojans strike first with the extra point to be up and good.
That hit one of the poles.
It's 7-0 here. 6:03 left to go in the opening quarter. You're watching MCTV. We are back here. 6:03 left to go in this first quarter. If you're just tuning in, the Trojans strike first off the big Sweeney rush, leading to another one from 15 yards out. Trojans are going to kick it off here. That's Carson Goodman, the junior, the kicker. Made the extra point. Now he's got duties as the kickoff man. 7-0 Trojans. Huskies' second drive is up and underway here. It's going to be caught there by Kaufman, the running back, looking to make a move to the outside. He's got a good return down the sideline and about to the 40. You love to see it. The Huskies get a short field here, down 7.
I still can't get over that run. Nice run here by Kaufman. Nearly runs over his own guy. Tries and bounce it outside. He'll be out at around the 36-yard line. I believe they're going to mark it the 36 and a half. 37. 37-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Huskies. We saw 3rd and 3 earlier, did not decide to go for it, and the Trojans struck in a big way.
They pulled him back to the 35, actually, so.
65 yards to go here for Hartung. 1st and 10. Hartung here going to look to pass again. This one short to Strohecker. 2 Trojans are there trying to make a move, and they're going to be there to get the tackle. That's number 16, Devin Lux, the junior.
I mean, simple swing pass, pressure right there. Lux, nice open field tackle, and if he breaks that off, that could easily be a first down, maybe even into Hershey territory. But we have, oh no, wait, he's okay. Sorry, he's just taking a knee on the field. I thought he might have been injured, but he looks to be okay. It'll be 2nd and 8 officially. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. You're watching MCTV.
Right now, Chris Stein, the other quarterback, is in the game here for the Huskies, as long with Hartung. So we'll see if we've got some trickery up our sleeve. Hartung here going to give to Strohecker. Nothing special here. Trying to fight for some yardage. And it's going to be 3rd and pretty long here for the Huskies.
3rd and long. And, I mean, you got to just go back to this Hershey run defense. They fly to the ball. Kind of like how Mifflin County does. I mean, this is the 2nd and the 3rd best defense in all of the Mid-Penn football, according to points allowed. Only Mechanicsburg has a better defense, and they've played, I believe, Palmyra and Mifflin County. Those are the 2 teams that they've played. Palmyra's had a rough start to the season. They played Hershey and Mechanicsburg, 2 of the top 3 teams. Here's 3rd and 8.
Obviously, if you're Hershey, you got to expect to pass here unless you're going to run it and go for it on 4th. This here is a 3rd and 8 from the 37 after the 2-yard gain. Hartung steps back to throw. He's got pressure again, and he's going down.
And, I mean, this defense overall is looking absolutely incredible off the edge there. Able to circle back to Hartung, able to bring him down, and it'll be a 3 and out for the Huskies once again.
That's Samar Edwards-Pace. He's the running back, and he's also a speedy linebacker as the senior. He may not be tall, but he's got speed at that edge. Loss of 4, and the Huskies are set to punt from 4th and 12.
Dare I say, Pace had some pace getting to the quarterback on that one.
Beamer to kick it away here. Hershey close to it. That is a short punt there by Beamer. And
it hit off
him. The Huskies are going to get it. They fall on it. They're going to be near midfield. That's going to be the sophomore, Xander Lawson. He doesn't get much playing time, but, man, he just made a big play for the Huskies there.
I'm telling you what, Jacob Traxler unindirectly didn't touch the return man, but right there you can see him got in the way. The receiver lost, I believe that's Grant Later, took his eye off the ball, hit right off his knee, and a bunch of Huskies were there.
That's going to be Hartung now, 47 yards to go instead of 67. Experience, they know how to get to the quarterback, and now they've got another sack for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. The back is Strohecker. We've got 3 to the left and 1 to the right. Hartung here stepping back to pass again. This one a screen to Strohecker, looking to follow his blocker, and he's not going to get much there.
What a tackle getting by the guard. I believe that was Lutz again. And it's going to be 3rd and long for the Huskies.
That's a gain of 6 there. 3rd and 8. You're going to see here, Strohecker's just trying to bounce it outside, cuts back inside. I will say, probably not great vision there. You cut that to the outside, maybe get to the edge there, get some speed. But instead, it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 45. You got to think, if you are incomplete here, maybe you go for it.
I'm looking out for Joel Beamer on this play.
Here's Hartung here, bootleg, looking to get something going here. He's going to throw that one, broken up and incomplete. Intended for Dom Sanik.
Alex Jones, the one there to break it up, able to get back to Dom on the crosser, and it's 4th and 8, and the punt team's going to come on the field.
This obviously going to be a short punt here for Beamer, trying to be able to pin him deep. 4th and 8, the Huskies get a second chance there, and not much going with it. That's got to be a momentum shifter, or maybe more momentum here for the Trojans. Beamer to punt.
One of these is going to get blocked if he doesn't hurry it up.
That one's bouncing, and it's a good one all the way to about the 7-yard line.
Nice punt by Beamer. With what I've seen from really both of these teams, especially Mifflin County. Now, this is obviously, I'm not telling Beamer how to do his job, but I feel like you got to get that out a little quicker.
We've seen here, if you saw earlier, the kick where it went sky high, it was actually backwards. So he had to flip the kick and kick it off. Surprised he got that off, and then obviously Mifflin County got it back. But this is going to be a long field for Mifflin County to go as you get a look at the sideline here with the players, if you're wondering. So 92 yards to go here for Sweeney, coming off 2 big rushes and a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 8. Sweeney, going to be a quick pass, high and caught. Hershey trying to get off him. He cannot.
Joel Beamer really gets a spark plug going here. Goes to outside, tries to hit Meduna on the slip screen, little high, and that allows Beamer to lower his shoulder and reel him down at the 3-yard line.
That's a textbook tackle. Go for the ankles. And he was on an island, one-on-one with one of the top receivers in the Mid-Penn, and he executed perfectly. Loss of 3, and now you're at the 5 for the Trojans. It's 2nd and 13.
Manoa here, 16 catches, 200 yards on the season. Right there, that's going to be another catch, but that'll hurt the yards. That's your 2nd and 13.
Long field to go, even longer now. Once again, motion here from the Trojans, both their tight ends. Sweeney loses the ball, and he's just going to fall on it. And now this drive gets even worse. They're going to be maybe at the 2 or 1 yard line.
They're marking them at the half-yard line, I think.
That could have been really bad for the Trojans if it had been a safety. Luckily, he falls on it in time. Just a low snap.
I'm going to say this. Sweeney is also the punter for Hershey. You got to give yourself room here. We've seen how bad the punt blocking is for both of these teams.
And obviously,
with a short field, you obviously can't afford to have a football away from being in the back of your own end zone.
Obviously, if you were to punt from here, you wouldn't get much room. 1 yard, 99 to go. 3rd and 17. Sweeney stepping up. He's going to take a deep shot. Is it out of bounds or caught?
They're saying caught. That's Manoa. Once again, we just talked about him. And what a catch on the sideline. Well, he lost a couple yards. He got about 10 times more than what he lost on that play. What a catch.
Obviously, the Trojans here early been able to convert on 3rd down. That one a 3rd and 17 from the 1, and they get double that, 34. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 35. 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Sweeney's not at quarterback.
We're going to see here Grant Leisure. It's just going to be a simple handoff up the middle. Sweeney there was blocking there for Hershey.
I'm telling you, this Sweeney kid, he plays basketball, and he plays it at a good level. What can he do?
Late dealerships. That's why we've created Naked, lower pricing. The lowest price, higher to go to. Every Sunday, so you can drive off and you're at Lake Fluid. Extra service on all three of our 20 locations.
We're back here. Second quarter action. The sides flipped. The score is not. Trojans up 7-0 here. Coming off the 6-yard gain on the rush. Sweeney is back at quarterback.
I really like what I've seen out of this Sweeney kid. I think he's got a lot of potential.
The senior 6'3", and he can rush, he can pass, he can do it all. Multi-threat. Just going to be another simple handoff up the middle. Trying to fight there is Pace, and he's going to fight for a solid gain. Close to the first down.
They're going to mark him a half-yard short.
This is where the big plays happen here. 3rd and inches. It's just a line of scrimmage kind of thing here. Who wins it? It's going to be 3rd and 1 to call it. Kane Peck on the tackle last play. Sweeney, do they take a deep shot or do they just take the first here?
I would take a deep shot. With how well you've been running the ball, you're going to get half a football yard. I'd say go air it out. Look, one-on-one at your top of your screen. That's going to be Weaver versus Manoa, who had that big catch earlier in the drive.
3rd and 1. Sweeney, keeper up the middle, and he's got the first down. Straight up the gut, and the Huskies do not win that line of scrimmage battle that time.
I don't hate that play call at all either. Read option, you give it to your best runner in Sweeney, who can really do it all. Run, pass, block, you name it.
Going to be at the Huskies 49 now. Or, I'm sorry, the Trojans 49. It's going to be 1st and 10. Sweeney here, he's been the dual threat, the main guy here in terms of offense for the Trojans. And he's looking to keep that going here. 1st and 10. In motion is Donnet, the tight end. Going to be play action here, looking for something. Sweeney throws down the field. Broken up. Almost intercepted there by Dodger Weaver.
Tried to hit later on a deep ball here. We see the play action. Pressure by Peck off his back foot. Weaver could have had that one just off the body. And I don't hate that if you're Hershey. You've been running the ball, getting 4 or 5 yards per run, especially in this drive and the last drive. I don't hate that play call, Colson.
Obviously, 1st 10. You said they've got solid yardage off the run. They're a run-first team. They've got blockers to do it in a very senior-heavy team. So I feel like you take that deep shot, try and catch them off guard. That one almost picked, though. 2nd and 10. In motion is later. Going to be a short little rush there to Pace up the middle.
Believe that was going to be a read option. Sweeney just gave it to the running back. I wouldn't like that. If I'm Sweeney, I'm keeping that ball. And it's 3rd and 5 here. And the Huskies, the last time they had a 3rd down here in the middle of the field, we saw what this kid could do.
3rd and 5 from the 46. They've had 2 false starts on 3rd down already. Do we see a 3rd? This is a heavy set here for Hershey. Sweeney, and we're going to get another 3rd one.
That's what you call the announcer's jinx right there.
Hershey here, they are very antsy. I don't think this is a normal false start. We'll see what the penalty is. Hershey is moving back.
Illegal substitution. I think that's more. Is that 5?
That is 5 yards.
All right, thank you.
So we're still going to have the 3rd time they've had a 5-yard penalty on a 3rd and manageable. Now let's see if the Huskies, they haven't been able to get off the field on these 3rd and longs. They've got a chance to do so here. 3rd and 10 from the Trojans 49.
You know what I said about liking that deep shot earlier in the game? I don't like it anymore. Earlier this drive. And we're going to get a timeout called by Hershey.
9:58 left to go in this first half. And what have you seen from these two teams? What you'd like to see improve or maybe just keep the same?
If you are Mifflin County, you need to prove the offense. You've had the ball twice, 2 3-and-outs. You have 6 total plays, 15 minutes into this football game. If you're Hershey, what you need to improve on is you need to improve on passing game. It's 7-0. You don't have a whole lot of passing yards other than that big, deep pass on 3rd and 17 to Manoa on that one. But honestly, I think you give the ball to 5. He's just looked – he's – in my 2 years of broadcasting, he is the best quarterback I've seen, in my opinion.
5-6, the connection. Sweeney to Madonna is the main thing here for Hershey when you pass. And they're going to try and defend it here on 3rd and 10 from about midfield. 7-0 our score. 9:58 left to go in the first half. I'm Colson Divin.
I'm Aiden Stevens, and we have a pivotal 3rd down here. Something I haven't seen, I don't think once this game from Hershey, is a check down.
They really are not. They don't try and do it. And obviously Sweeney, empty backfield here by himself for 3rd and 10. Sweeney here, 3rd and 10, looking to get something here. He's going to try and he's trying to look for something here. Taking a deep shot. That one
Right through the
high and
hand.
incomplete. That one intended for guess who? Madonna. And it's 4th and 10.
I think there could have been a couple of holding calls there against the Huskies. Had good pressure still nonetheless, and another deep shot, another incompletion. It's going to be another punt.
Well, coming in here to punt. The same guy. It's going to be Sweeney here. That's why you can't, be too easy on the punt because, he's also the quarterback.
It looks like a pooch for me. Like, he's not standing as far back as you would on a real punt.
As of right now, the offense is out there for the Trojans. He's looking towards the sideline saying, what do I do?
I don't know. There's 10 on the play clock.
10 on the play clock. Sweeney.
He's making adjustments. I think they're going for this.
Motion here. 4th and 10. Pooch punter, go for it. They're going to go for it. Slant up the middle is caught. That's guess who, Perdona. And on 4th and 10, the
And
Trojans
Chris Stein is down on the field right now. I think he's getting up, but he took a hard hit to the shoulder. He looks hurt, and they're going to have an injury timeout. Chris Stein looks hurt. Let's hope he's okay. But what a gutsy call. 4th and 10 in your own, at really midfield. And, I mean, I said what they needed to do was hit a check down. Now, that wasn't a check. It was a slant over the middle, about 15 yards. But it got the job done.
I think the thing there with the Huskies on that 4th and 10 is that they played way too conservative. They had a bunch of people playing deep, trying to cover that deep shot they've been trying all night, which meant that flat in the middle, wide open. And 4th and 10, I feel like you try to not play the deep shot. So 4th and 10 is converted. Once again, the Trojans showing they can convert on these tough situations. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 35 with ample opportunity here to score once again. Chris Stein walking off the field. Nice to see that. He almost had a pick earlier, so we'll see if he will return here.
I thought that was Weaver that almost had the pick.
Oh, no, it was Weaver. You're right. You're right. It was Weaver.
That's why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Sweeney here, 30. Fall against Hershey, and that one
That
Oh,
is
excuse me,
pre-penalty. That is pre-penalty.
Excuse me, that's 2nd and 17.
You know
I
what you did.
actually thought it was 2nd and 7, by the way.
Well, Colston, you're wrong. That's why I'm here. It's 2nd and 17. Just to confirm, Colston's error, 2nd and 17 at the Huskies' 42-yard line.
Sweeney here, even though it is a long down and distance, they've got heavy set. Play action here. Sweeney's got pressure. Gonna break from Nevin Farley. That one is dropped.
That, I could catch that.
I'm not so sure about that one, buddy.
That's
That's
nice.
number 80, Gavin Kaysen, the tight end, senior, wide open, and he just could not. You know, you tried to run downfield, and the first thing you got to do is you got to secure that ball. So, Hershey, we saw them convert a 3rd and 17 from their own 1. Here's another from the 42.
I mean, that also could completely change it. I think this drive is the most important drive of the game, just for the pure fact of momentum. If the Huskies can get a stop, they're like, hey, we get the ball with 7 minutes left in the first half, and we get the ball to start the second half. If Hershey converts here, they can't stop us. That's what Sweeney's thinking on 3rd and 17.
Empty set. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking for a catch up the middle. It's caught. Trying to fight for that first. He's going to be close.
He's 3 yards short. It's 4th and 3, and we've seen him go for it on a 4th and 10. Surely they go for it on a 4th and 3, don't you think?
Obviously, I feel like they went for it on a 4th and 10. Be kind of backwards thinking if you don't go for it here on 4th and 3. So it's a gain of 12. Trying to get something here at the 28. 4th and 3. Big play here. Watch out for Sweeney's legs here in the empty set.
It'll be quads to the far side of the field. Keep an eye on that.
Sweeney, they send pressure. He's going to float it. 1-on-1, broken up. And they're going to throw the flag.
Let's see here. Was the flag?
You could go, I think, either way on that.
I think, in my opinion, that's 2 players going for a football. But
They're going to call it, obviously, against Beamer. And that's going to be Hershey, once again, is going to convert.
I believe that's their 3rd 4th down conversion.
It's their 2nd 4th down conversion, and they've had 2 3rd down conversions. You can see Hershey playing with a little bit of momentum here, maybe just walking down the field. So, 1st and 10.
Figuratively and literally right now.
1st and 10 from the 15. And they're in the same formation, but flipped. 15 yards to go. Trying to strike for the 2nd time here in this first half. In motion, they give to the outside. Making a move there is Grant. He's saying, see you later to the defender. That's going to be a gain of about 8 or 9. 2nd and 2.
He said bye-bye to the defense, and then Dodger Weaver said hello. Got him wrapped up there by the knees. That's what you got to do as a defender. You got to go for the high knees, thigh range, in my opinion, if you want to get a good tackle, especially in today's game. So it's 2nd and 3 at the 8 officially. 6:47 left to go in the first half. Sweeney 5 wide to the far side of the field.
They're saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Same formation. Same play. Cutting to the outside, breaking tackle, diving for the end zone.
He's in.
Touchdown, Trojans. Grant later makes it a 2-score game.
Grant later, the 2nd quarterback. They went to the well from the other side of the field. Last play, they said, let's flip it. And it flips the result as he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Obviously, I feel like the big play there, or big plays really, is just all the conversions the Trojans have had so far. And that 4th down could go either way, and it went in the Trojans' favor. 13-0, extra point pending here. The kicker, Carson Goodman.
Colston, I'm going to ask you something here. On this upcoming drive, as the extra point is up and good to make it a 14-0 game, is this ensuing drive a must-score for Mifflin County?
I feel like it isn't completely must-score, but I think the main thing is if they don't score here, but they stop Hershey to end the first half, you have to score to start the second half. So Hershey here, I think the main thing they've had, these 3rd and 4th down conversions, they're making it a 3rd and long or a 4th and long, but the Huskies just can't get off the field. Sweeney, his legs, his throwing, anything really has been working for the Trojans. So Huskies also on offense haven't been doing much. So they got to try and get something going here. 6:32 left to go in this first half. The Trojans lead the Huskies in a 2-1 battle, 14-0.
This is a big game for both teams, really. I think the winner of this game is going to be third behind Shippensburg and or Mechanicsburg in the Mid-Penn Conference. Both of these teams have looked really good, but I'm not sure if it's just because Mifflin County has not versed a mobile quarterback like Sweeney, but when you allow 19 points to Mechanicsburg and Hershey drops 14 in the first half, something's got to change at halftime if you're this Huskies defense. And I never thought I'd say that after the first 3 games this season.
Goodman's kick is up and away, and the Huskies back on offense here. That's going to be Beamer to return. He's going to go to the other side, trying to get some blockers and trying not to lose that football. He's pushed out of bounds, or I should say forced out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Daniel Carrero and a Husky got really into it. They got around midfield, still pushing and shoving each other, and they were actually on Hershey's sideline at one point. So, I mean, obviously, you're down by 14 if you're Mifflin County. You got to score here, in my opinion. The momentum loss would be too massive if you do not get it here.
14-0. If you're just joining, it's basically been all Hershey so far with the 3rd and 4th down conversions, but Hartung has a chance to strike back.
Huskies looking for their first down of the game as well.
1st and 10 from the 30. Play action here. Hartung's looking to step up, looking for something here. He's going to float it over and high out of bounds to the Husky sideline. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 there. Pressure off the edge. Hartung had to roll out once again, and it looks like this Huskies, I don't know if Hershey just came in here ready to play or the Huskies were just underprepared, but it's been all Trojans so far.
2nd and 10 from the 30, coming off the incomplete pass. Looking for something here is Hartung. Strohacker, the back, hasn't got much action, but when he does, he hasn't done much with it. The running game hasn't really been doing much for Mifflin County. Hartung is to pass again. Looking to step up again. Making a move. He'll just take off. Pushed out of bounds there by number 27 for Hershey. That's going to be Jamore Peak. He plays outside linebacker. He's also 6'3". That's Hershey team very large. And it's going to be 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 3, maybe 4. Hartung gets the call from Coach Breon. And this is a big-time play right here. This is where superstars shine for either Mifflin County or Hershey, depending on how this play goes. I'm not going to say the game's over because obviously you still have a second half of football, but it's a big deciding factor. Trips near side of the field.
Here's 3rd and 4. We haven't seen trips all game, and now we've got a stoppage in play. Timeout, Huskies. 6:08 left to go in the first half. The Trojans lead the Huskies 14-0 with a big play up and coming. We'll be right back right after this. We show you the fans here as we've got a big 3rd and 4. No longer trips here for the Huskies, but there's 3 to the left, 1 to the right.
That's trips, Colston. 3 receivers.
It's not monster then. 3rd and 4. Hartung, he's got pressure, trying to fight out of it, and he's going down. Nobody open, and Hershey once again is going to get home. Same guy, Jamore Peak, the sophomore, getting home for a 4th and long.
This Hershey team has looked, I'm telling you, I have Hershey and Mechanicsburg now circled with what I've seen in this first half. I love Sweeney. I love this defense. And the Huskies, I mean, I know it's crazy. Do they have are they in the positive yards?
It's pretty close. So that's going to be a loss of 11. It's going to be Beamer to punt it away here on 4th and 15.
The game where both teams are above 500 this season.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Colt, the 38, with 5:19 left to go. You got to think if they score here, it's a big momentum shift. And we've got strong tackles here from the Huskies. Heck of this run game.
That's Arndt right there with the tackle. He's been physical. I will say I like the fight I've been seeing out of him. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 41. They need to get to the 48 for a first down.
As we said, Hershey, a very run-first team, but they've mixed in some passes here because of these 4th and longs or 4th and 3 like we had earlier, and it's been working as well. They're moving at will here, and now they've got a 2nd and 7. It's going to be
another false start. Or illegal motion, maybe? No, it's false start against Hershey.
Hershey here, if there's one thing you got to say they haven't been doing well, it's the penalties. But obviously it hasn't been holding them back yet. That loses 5 more yards. It's 2nd and 12 from now the 36 as you get a look at the fans here.
The fan cam. Man, I'm telling you what. If I'm a gold miner somewhere in California 100, 200 years ago, I don't want to be in Mifflin County.
Don't think it was 200 years ago.
100.
I don't know my historical facts.
I think
that's not what you're here for. You're here for football.
Yeah. The gold rush. How about that?
That works. 2nd and 12 from the 36.
I'm going to have to do history after this. Anywho.
Yeah, you're going to get a history lesson at halftime. Anyway, Sweeney stepping up, taking a deep shot. He's got his man, and it's caught all the way to the end zone with no flags. Grant later, see you later. Touchdown, Trojans.
I mean, what can't Sweeney do now? I think it's all but over here. Pressure stepping up, breaks 3. And that's not, he didn't set his feet on that. And that's a 50-yard throw.
3 on 3 there. Sanic on later. And Grant, the senior, says see you later to the junior for a 3-score game.
I'd go as far to say as Sweeney is the best high school quarterback I've ever seen.
20 pending 21 here from number 19. His kick is up and good. 4:03 left in this first half. The Trojans dominant in the first half. Huskies need an answer. It's 21-0 when we return.
It's gold out night here for the kids. I must say, I love the gold outs here at Mifflin County. It truly is special. It's for a great cause. Just go support Minithon. I love what they're doing over there. Great cause. We're getting kicked off here. 21-0, 4:03 left to go. It's that kick.
It's going to be returned by Hoffman here. Tried to see if it go out of bounds. Got a lane all the way to the 35. We'll see if that gives the Huskies some momentum.
I don't know why you wouldn't let that go out of bounds. If it goes out of bounds, you get the ball at the 40.
Hoffman had a lane, but Hershey closed that gap quick. Now this, to me, this is a must-score drive. If you're the Huskies here, down 21, Sweeney's been driving on you. Let's see what they can do here. 1st and 10, 65 yards to go.
I think you got to air it out here if you're Mifflin County.
Hartung has been airing it out, and he hasn't really had much success. 3:55 left to go. Looking for something here. First play is Strohecker up the middle, and it feels like Hershey just knew.
An inside run there for Mifflin County.
Strohecker, obviously, the sophomore. I like what I've seen from him, but tonight, it feels like Hershey has been all over him. Loss of 1.
I think that's the first time, as I'm looking in the crowd here, first time I've ever seen a two-person wave. 2 people did the wave, and that's all that it was here. 2nd and 11. Huskies trying to crawl their way back into this one. 3:20 left to go. I'm telling you what, I've seen Hartung play. Don't count this kid out.
Clock is ticking here. We're about to hit the 3-minute drill for Hartung and company.
Trips near side.
2nd and 11.
False start on the right guard, I believe it was. I saw that from up here. Huskies, I will say the one thing they've been better at it than Hershey is being disciplined.
It's going to be a loss of 5 yards. Their first full start. Hershey's had plenty of them. Hasn't stopped them yet. 2nd and 16 from the 29. And you got to expect to play deep if you're Hershey.
It's 2nd and 16 now.
3:06 left to go in this first half. Huskies set to receive in the second half. So if you double dip here, could be 14-21 the next time the Trojans get the ball.
But you got to... Honestly, truly, in all honesty, I believe Hershey was going to win this game. Not like this.
2:58 left to go in this first half. This, the biggest play of the night for the Huskies to try and get some of that momentum back. Here's 3rd and 15.
You need to get something here, even if it's like 10 or 12. You need to get in a 4th down to go range.
Hartung here steps back to pass. He says, let's air it out. No flag, 1-on-1 fight for the ball. 4th and 15.
Tried to go to Beamer 1-on-1. I don't hate it. And Beamer's going to have to punt the ball here. You don't go for it on 4th and 15 inside your own territory.
Strohacker's not liking it as he walks off the field. Hershey here, dominant in the first half. No other way to put it. And Beamer going to punt it away. 4th and 15 from his own 30. Let's see if Sweeney can try and put up a 28-point first half against a 2-1 Huskies team.
High snap.
High snap. Beamer, high kick. Last time it happened to hit a Hershey player. That one, nice bounce. Left to go in this first half. Sweeney and company looks to go 4 for 4 for scores. It's 21-0. Trojans.
Yeah, Cameron Sweeney has looked really good tonight. I mean, airing it out, running it, blocking, punting, kicking. I mean, put this guy on the defensive line. He can do it all.
Excuse me, as well, it would be 4 for 5 because first drive was 3 and out for both sides. So 4 for 5, still 80%. That's pretty good. So 1st and 10.
Where are you getting 4 from?
If they score again.
Oh. You're talking about hypothetical. Here's Sweeney, 1st and 10.
Going to be a simple handoff up the middle. Nope, Sweeney keeps it on the triple option, now pitches it. Huskies are there. Later there, trying to strike once again off the triple option. They tried it earlier. Sweeney kept it. That time he gives to Later, and he's going to have nothing going. Weaver here, I feel like the leading tackler for the Huskies as he gets another tackle there. It's going to be a gain of, they're going to call it 5.
Nice job by Sweeney to keep that ball there. It would have been blown up or maybe back to the line if that. Sweeney holds on to the ball, makes the right read, and then pitches it with a guy in his face. Great job by Sweeney.
Here's 2nd and 5. Hershey looking to keep the drive alive. Sweeney stepping up, faking his pass, looking to run, going past Orange, and Orange says, that's not happening. 3rd down coming up, and looks like Sweeney is slow to get up. He's holding his thigh, his ankle.
I think he was just slow to get up. He's going to jog back to the huddle. I believe he's going to stay out there and go for it. That's what a true leader does.
1.5 minutes. So we've got to see some tempo here from the Trojans if they want to strike. As you see Strohacker only able to watch from the sideline on this 3rd and 3. Trojans have converted 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, 3rd and 17. Only need 3 here. Short pass, and that one irate, and it's 4th down.
That is, I truly believe, Sweeney's first mistake of the game. Tried to hit the hitch route, think off his back foot, just threw it too far outside.
4th and 3 coming up, and obviously I feel like Hershey has to go for it. They've done it on 4th and 10. They did it once, they can do it again. This one, shorter yardage, doing for it twice, actually. The last one, 4th and 3. Pass interference call against Beamer. Empty set. And they're going to do a pooch punt here for Hershey. That one is a boomer, but it will bounce back.
What a punt.
Hershey will get some of that yardage back. They're going to start at around the 22. We're going to take a look at this pooch punt here. You think Hershey goes for it here. I mean, that's all the momentum they've got.
That's a 55-yard air punt from a quarterback. I mean, come on.
He's a quarterback, he's a safety, and he's the punter as well. They call him an athlete in college. He can do it all, and he does it there. 66 seconds left to go in this first half. 21-0 Huskies.
Huskies, I mean, I feel like every drive is more important than the last in every football game, but, I mean, you have to score here. It's a must-score situation for Hartung, who lines up under center on 1st and 10.
Trying to get something going here. It's a pitch play. Strohacker got a good gain there, and he's close to the 1st down yardage, as he does get out of bounds as well. Going to take a look here at the replay. Obviously, Hartung under center, and really, you got to expect a pass if you're Hershey. Strohacker takes it himself for a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 here coming up.
And, I mean, the last game we had, Landon Haig limped off the field. I just want to give an update on him. The official word, torn ACL. Sounds like he's going to be done for the year. And that might – is he –
I believe that's the right call. You've got a 3rd down coming up. They're seeing Mifflin County trying to drain this clock and head to half. And now you've got to try and force them to get the stop. And Sweeney's been playing great. So if he gets that ball back, who knows what he can do with that.
other than that punt that was muffed, do the Huskies have a 1st down?
I don't believe they do. 3rd and 2. They're looking for their 1st. Down 21. Just a 1st down would give them some momentum here. We've seen, obviously, some of these plays, one-on-one balls, and Hershey's been successful in almost all of them. The deep ball to Beamer, the one-on-one on defense that got called for PI. And now, 3rd and 2.
Trips near side of the field as well as Strohacker. So it'll be 4s to the left if you include the running back. Beamer one-on-one at the top of your screen.
Hartung here looking to throw short to Sanic. He's going to cut back towards the other side of the field. He's got speed, putting his head down, and the Huskies have momentum with a 1st down. Taking a look here. Dom running back to the line. He knows what he needs to do. 1st and 10 at the 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Lucas Hartung with the catch.
Clock is running 30 seconds. A spike by Hartung. The Huskies have 2 timeouts.
Hartung gonna clock the ball here, spike it, stop the clock at 31 ticks. 2nd and 10. I believe for the Huskies, right after that play, I would have taken a timeout.
You have 2 timeouts to use. I mean, me personally, as a coach, I like to save my timeouts for around 20 seconds or so, especially if you're on offense. But I'm perfectly fine with using a timeout in that situation. I think it's the right call instead of clocking it right there. It's now 2nd and 10. Your offense hasn't looked great. They just got their first down of the game, and you expect them to go 45 yards to find the end zone.
2nd and 10. Hartung is to pass once again. Not much open. He's got pressure. Throwing it back up the middle. Caught by
catch.
Weaver. He's going to try and get to the outside. Put his head down all the way to the 40.
You got to call timeout here.
Timeout. I believe Huskies with 19 seconds left to go.
I mean, what a throw by Hartung. What a catch by Weaver. Mifflin County does call that timeout. 19 seconds remaining. What a play by Mifflin County. And I think even if you don't score on this drive, that is a big-time play.
We've seen the same 2 things 2 times in a row. Hartung rolls one side, throws back to the other in a solid game both times. So we can look at the cheerleaders here. Obviously, the camera work here by both by our MCTV crew has been great. Brain farted there for a second. But it's going to be a 1st down for the Huskies. 2 straight. They've got some momentum here, trying to strike right before the half.
Speaking of the MCTV crew, I'd like to thank everybody a part of it. We got Wyatt on the VMix, me and Colston on the mics. We got Reese on top, and we got Maddie and Ava down on the field. I'd like to thank every single one of them individually. Without them, this stream isn't possible. We're just 2 goofballs talking about a sport that we love. And obviously got to thank Mr. Hertel. Without him, absolutely none of this would be possible. Here's 1st and 10.
19 seconds left to go. 1 timeout for the Huskies. Hartung here, got some time. Throwing up the middle. That's caught Beamer, and he is slammed down.
Who else? Cameron Sweeney. Now, here's a guy who can really do it all. Cameron Sweeney tackles, throws, runs, blocks, punts like an elite high school football player at any level. And it's a holding against the Huskies.
We've got holding against the Huskies. They're saying when Hartung rolled out, going to be a hold. That's going to push him back 10 yards, and you lose 5 seconds as well. 14 seconds left to go. They're going to be at the 50 with a 1st and 20. That's a backbreaker there. Obviously, another solid gain there on the pass. And now you lose 10 yards. Now you've got 20 left to go.
Clock is running. The clock is running, and I don't think the Huskies realize. Have a timeout. They got to get to the line. 7, 6, 5, 4. Need to get something off. And Hershey just jumps off sides. 1 second left. Throw it to the end zone. You had a Hail Mary to end the first half 2 weeks ago. Do it again.
1 second left. The penalty, if they do decide to accept it, would be a 10-second runoff. So.
No, it wouldn't. It would be a defensive penalty.
Oh, wait, no, you're right. Yeah.
So they would decline the runoff option.
That's going to give them 5 yards back. Hartung, same situation as last time. Hail Mary touchdown gave them the second touchdown in a 14-0 win.
Do we have a Mifco Miracle 3 in us here? Timeout, Hershey. They're going to have a talk. Obviously, Mifflin County, one of the best in the Mid-Penn at Hail Marys. We saw it 2 weeks ago against Northern York. Hershey going to use all their timeouts in the first half. A smart decision. Go over everything here and try and make sure Mifflin County doesn't find the end zone.
1 tick left to go. No more, no less, unless there's a penalty. Here's 1st and 15 from the 45, and you have to expect 3-man deep for Hershey and a Hail Mary for the Huskies. They've converted one already to Zook. You got to expect him to be back on the field for this one. 45 yards left to go. Let's see if Huskies have another Hail Mary in them.
Could you imagine if there's a second Hail Mary? I think
Bees deep, 2 linebackers, 3 rushers. Hartung will step out, step into it, throw it deep. That one high,
Dropped.
incomplete.
Right through the hands of Beamer, and that's going to end the first half of Mifflin County football. It's going to be a miracle if they want to come back through one half. Trojans 21, Huskies 0. You're watching MCTV football.
Stay tuned for the halftime report. Me and Aiden talk stats, sports, and anything else, including the other games like Redland. 21-0. We'll be right back right after this.
Trust and community will remain strong. Great dealerships. That's why we've created Mid-Penn. Lowest price, private events on. Family beneficial. Every second of the life. So you can drop it off to the foot. With expert service, affordable community locations, we're always have new residents. New dealerships. Like it.
The Trojan marching band from Hershey High School is proud to present their inclusive color field songs locked in. This year's show follows a life. With every heartbeat, it challenges us to ask what the movie is our time. And if we have another shot, would we live it differently? Use any more time. Drum majors, is the band ready? Presenting the Hershey Trojan Marching Band. Under the field direct 2025 drum major, Casey Shack is clear for ball. Please enjoy the Hershey Trojan Marching Band 2025 show locked in.
They're sitting over there. They get people in line. Yeah. Why would it be fair? What does it say after that? Harry, now.
We welcome you to the MCTV halftime report. In case you forgot, I'm Colston Niven.
And I'm Aiden Stevens.
And we've got halftime sports here coming on around the league. Redland started out cold. They were down 7-0 to, I believe, Waynesboro. And now they're up after 4 straight touchdowns, 28-7, off the brand new head coach looking to start 4-0. As for these two teams, both 2-1, facing off in a pivotal early game here in the conference. And so far, it's been all Trojans here in this first half. Sweeney, he's converted 3rd downs and 4ths, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. And obviously the 4th and 3, the PI controversial, got them the touchdown as well. It's been his legs, his arm. Heck, even the pooch punt was pretty good. As we see Hartung getting ready for the second half. What do you want to see from the Huskies here, or Hershey here heading into the second half, Aiden?
In all honesty, what I want to see out of Mifflin County is everything. You need to stop Sweeney, who has, I said this earlier, who has looked like one of the greatest Pennsylvania high school sports athletes I've seen in a while, with the way he can run, pass. Put him in the punt, pass, kick challenge for all I know. But for the offense, you need to score on this drive. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to score here if you're Mifflin County. Colston, you have anything you want to add on to that?
As we said earlier, Mifflin County lost to Hershey 35-7 last year. Right now, it's not looking much better. They're down 21. If I'm Hershey, I want to just keep your foot on the pedal. You're up 21. You don't want to try and slow down. Their run game has not been great, so you want to try and just keep scoring. Don't let Mifflin County get that momentum. Try and come back and win this game. As for Mifflin County, you want to do the exact opposite. Try and strike quick here. Get some momentum. We saw, the deep ball on the Hail Mary. Very catchable. Hartung can throw a deep ball if need be, but he hasn't really tried it yet. Huskies go into the middle. They're getting ready for a second half football between the 2-1 Hershey Trojans taking on themselves, the 2-1 Huskies. Second half football on MCTV is right back right after this.
Future values of service, trust, belief, will remain as strong as ever.
The Huskies back on the field to start this second half, and they start with the ball here in a pivotal first drive here of this second half. The Trojans and Sweeney, his legs, his arm, have done it all here in the first half. The Huskies look to strike back with points of their own. 21-0 is our score as they kick it off here to start the second half. This one a boomer to Beamer. He's looking to return here, cutting it to that right sideline. And Hershey trying to pop that ball out. Beamer stopped after an entourage. And they're going to get to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 29.
Right here we can see the kick return. Huskies loaded that far side of the field for kick returners. Beamer, though, nice job by Hershey, especially with guys coming across the field here, able to reel in Beamer.
Started at the 4, got 24. The Huskies start at the 28. Now they call it 29. 1st and 10 here. Hartung here. You got to try and air it out. Obviously, they've been trying all night, but the run game hasn't been working. And down 21, I don't think the run game is what you want to go to. Touch pass here for the Huskies. Trying to get outside there is Landon Bowen. listed as a running back, but he can play receiver. And that one, his first touch here on that jet touch pass, you see him trying to go to the outside, fight for some yardage. Nothing going there on a gain of 2.
I don't hate the play call there by Coach Breon. Jet touch pass on 1st and 10. Try and ease your way into this attack. So it'll be 2nd and 8 when we get back to playing action, as Hartung's going to have trips to the far side of the field. Weaver and Beamer are the outside receivers. You have Hartung's brother, Hartung, in the slot.
Here comes 2nd and 8. Hartung is back to pass, and he's got pressure, trying to step out of it. They're going to send players. That's going to be low and incomplete.
Nearly picked off by, you'll never guess who, Cameron Sweeney. Hawked his way down to the ball, nearly made a diving interception. And I'm telling you what, if he were to make that, I would have gone nuts.
That one intended for Dodger Weaver, incomplete there. And now 3rd and 8. The Huskies, not the answer they wanted here to start this second half. 3rd and 8 and a big down, the biggest of the night here for this Huskies offense.
They have Sweeney listed as a free safety according to the roster on maxpreps.com. But he's been playing outside corner so far tonight, Colston.
3rd and 8. Hartung, bootleg, back to the other side for Beamer. That one's caught, and Hershey is all over that. Maduna, the receiver, the corner, and he does it there to get the stop.
Remember at the other end of the field, Maduna caught a screen pass and Beamer lit him up. Deja vu. He gets his get back, as the kids would say on that one. There, hitting Beamer behind the line, and the Huskies once again go 3 and out.
That's a loss of 1. Beamer to punt from 4th and 9 at the 29.
Make sure he gets this off your pressure.
Steps into that, and it's going to be a good one. Fair catch called for and caught there by Grant later. The Trojans get a 3 and out here. As you see the boom there by Beamer. He's a great punter there, the senior. And it's going to be Grant later, and don't forget the main man, Cameron Sweeney, coming out on offense here, up 21.
If Hershey scores here, I don't like saying the game is over, but
it would get very dire.
You're losing
Mifflin
oxygen
County.
in the coffin.
I don't think there's oxygen in the coffin. Anyway.
For a little while there is Colston. Here's 1st and 10.
Sweeney puts Grant in motion. They give to the back up the middle, and the one thing the Huskies have done all night is rush well. You saw a little bit of push and shove there from Mifflin County there at the edge. But you see there up the middle, nothing there goes for Reggie, the senior. They do a 2 running back committee. That one is no gain, and it's 2nd and 10.
Ichi, the first one there, 2nd and 10 at the 39. Obviously, Hershey doesn't need to score here by any means at all. If they score, though, the game seems to be out of reach. As here's 2nd and 10, Sweeney in the single back formation.
Looking to make something here. It looks like a bit of a jump. Was it a false start, or was it a jump by Mifflin County?
I believe here as we look at the replay, ready to go. Both sides pointing each way, and I think this is one of the best parts about football. Whenever there's a line of scrimmage penalty, it's going to be false start against Hershey. Really? I thought that was offsides on Mifflin County, but they're going to go and say it's against the Trojans.
The Trojans here, one thing they have not done great tonight is they have been very antsy to get to the hike, and obviously another false start there is a loss of 5. We've seen Sweeney, though. He can convert these. 2nd and 15 here. Does he air it out once again?
I mean, he aired it out last time. Over 15 yards. He ended up in the back of the end zone, and that allowed the Trojans to get their 21st point. That's the last point they've scored, 21-0.
Jet touch pass here, maybe a read option.
Ooh.
Nothing going there on the big hit. And Grant later is still down.
He looks hurt. Staff, I believe coach there. Love to see the coach care for the players, rush out there immediately, check up on his player. You love to see that type of stuff out of a coach.
We're going to get the replay there. He just got
Sandwich.
perfect way to put it, sandwiched. Gain of 1. Right now, Grant later is in the game, so that's nice to see. Another weapon here. He scored the long bomb touchdown earlier. Hershey's looking for another. 3rd and 14.
You got Madonna
For the
one-on-one,
Trojans.
top of your screen on the top right.
Madona's been quiet. Does he try for him? Sweeney will step up in the pocket, and the Huskies are there to get the stop.
Nice job by Mifflin County, rushing to the quarterback, able to reel him in right there. First time Sweeney really hasn't been able to roll out, use his legs like he's been able to want to. Pocket just collapses, as here we get a instant replay. Sweeney dropping back the pass, stepping up, and there's a bunch of Huskies right in his path.
Loss of 4, and Sweeney there to punt. Obviously, as I said earlier, you got to be careful of the fake, obviously, because he's the quarterback, but be
Obviously.
shocking if they went for it here on 4th and 18. Sweeney here will punt it away here.
Line drive.
Line drive straight to Nevin Farley. He's going to try and fight for some yardage. Cutting back, cutting up the field to the 50. And that one, great tackle there to save it there for Hershey. The tight end, number 80, Gavin Kaysen, the senior, gets that big tackle there and could have been a great return.
If I had a nickel for every time you've gotten Easton Zook mixed up with another player on a big play, I'd have 2 nickels, which is kind of odd that it happened twice.
Which isn't a lot, but it's kind of crazy that it happened twice.
Whose fault is that? Yeah. Here's 1st and 10, and I believe for one of the first times tonight, other than that final play, Huskies are in Hershey territory.
Here comes 1st and 10. Pitch play to Hoffman here. Trying to get something going to the outside. Got a little bit of a speed burst there for a gain of about 4. Or Kaufman, excuse me, not Hoffman.
Reggie Onwe was hawking him down here. You'll see. Look, keep your eye on number 11. He's right there. He was trying to hawk him down. It was like a lion in the jungle trying to get him there. Unable to. Gets a nice run of 2, maybe 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Huskies.
And that's why you're the color guy with those explanations.
Thank you.
Gain of 3. Kaufman is still the back here for Mifflin County. 2nd and 7 at the 45. Looking to strike here, get some momentum back. They're going to give back to Kaufman, and he's got a lane. Putting his head down.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh.
He's going to trip there about at the 30, but that is what you like to see from the senior.
The train's coming through on this one. Puts his shoulder down. Boom. Runs a man over. Nearly breaks free. He's to the 30-yard line. And a 1st down, Mifflin County.
We'll
see it again just because of how good it is. Hartung in the single back. Handoff. Great job by the O-line running, giving him the space. And then, helmet-to-helmet contact. And that's just pure force.
Kaufman there, staying in the game. He's only 5'9", but, man, he has some power to him. Going to hand it off again, Kaufman. Looking for a move there, and that's why he's the power back. Going to be maybe a loss of 1, as we've got a Hershey slow to get up. Looks like he will get up. Going to be a loss of 1 here. We're going to take a look here at the Mifflin County sideline. You don't get to see it often here from your point of view, so it's nice to see it,
Nice to see it. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody a part of the MCTV crew. We got Wyatt on VMix, Reese up on the roof, Ava and Maddie down on the field, and us 2 goofballs talking about football. But without them, this wouldn't be possible. I'd like to thank everybody a part of the MCTV crew.
Here comes 2nd and 11. Kaufman still the back. Going to be monster here. Pitch to the back of Kaufman, and Hershey sniffs that out.
So it's going to be 3rd and around 17 after the 2 run plays that have gone backwards for 7 yards. Jacob Traxler here, long snapper from Mifflin County, realizes he's on the scoreboard. Gives a nice pose for the camera. Husky up, but not on the scoreboard. 21-0's our score if you're just joining us. 3rd and 17. Now, if you're Hershey, you'll probably convert this with the history that's shown with 17 yards to go. But let's see what Mifflin County can do. They're starting to need to capitalize.
If so, it'll be a long one for Beamer. Hartung going to throw it outside. That one is caught. Making a move. One more down the sideline to the 5. Touchdown, Huskies.
Lucas Hartung said, "Weave, get out of my way." And that's the 2nd time on the near sideline. He's made a couple people miss, bounce off a couple players, find his way into the end zone. Here's Hartung, throws to Hartung, We can't really see it here with the O-lineman. Jukes a couple, stays on his feet, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. We'll see it one more time here.
Different
with
angle.
a simple out route to Hartung. Jukes one, ducks under another, and he is off to the races. And the Huskies, down by 14. Don't count them out as we have penalty flags on the extra point.
Gonna be laundry here. Can we get that replay one more time, please? I just want to. I want to talk about it. We're gonna get it after the extra point here. Beamer saying to the sideline, "We good?"
I'd like to thank Wyatt running the VMix and the instant replay for dealing with Colston's demands.
What can I say? That was a good play. I feel like Hartung here, these first few home games, he's shown out. So
You gotta love what you see out of the kid. He's young. I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore.
he's a
Beamer's
junior. He's in my grade.
My apologies.
Kick is up and hits the scoreboard and into the crowd.
Colston, your wish is the people's demands.
It's gonna be
Jukes
here.
one, ducks under another, and he will go all the way.
I feel like Hartung here, and we're not talking about Chase Hartung this time. I feel like Lucas here, these plays, he's probably been the most influential player here for most of the home games. If you remember, he had a pick on the other side of the field here, scored on that last game to win 14-0, and he's got another touchdown there to give the Huskies momentum. 4:33 left to go in the third quarter. The Huskies strike first blood in their scoreboard. It's 21-7.
You got to give it up for the kid. Great work from everybody on the Huskies on that offensive drive. You have to come for a game. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I say that every game, and I mean it every game more than the last.
Weaver's kick is up and away. Hershey to return. No muff this time. The big man trying to go up the middle. The Huskies are there. And the ball is out.
No, it's not.
Looked like Huskies tried to fall on it. Nothing going there. The main thing here, you got the score. But I feel like the bigger problem is the man coming onto the field. Cameron Sweeney. He's had his way here in a
here, Sweeney. I've said this so many times, but he is one of the best high school quarterbacks I've seen in Mid-Penn, maybe Mifflin, playing against Mifflin County, rolling out here. He's going to use his legs. He's got a lane, 35, gets out of bounds at the 40, and I believe, close to a first down for the Trojans.
We've seen, Sweeney has been taking these runs, but he hasn't really had a QB run like that. It's usually an option play, maybe a pass that gets turned into a run. But that one there, just simple QB run. No pass option there, no pitch play there. That's going to be close to the first down on a gain of about 9.5. Is this the perfect chance here to take a deep shot if you're Hershey? Here comes 2nd and inches, and now they're actually going to give them the first down.
They are going to give them the first down here. I'd still go deep. I don't know. You guys really can't see it. One-on-one, top of your screen there. That's going to be, once again, Beener versus Madonna. That has been the matchup of the night when it comes to receiver cornerback.
1st and 10. It's going to be a keeper there. Going to the outside. Now they're going to pitch it on the triple option to the outside. There is Grant Later. He plays receiver. Now he's a running back on that play.
Look at Sweeney. The awareness, the patience to hold on to this ball, bounce it outside, and then hit his man in stride for a gain of 15 and a first down, Trojans.
The Trojans here lost a bit of momentum with the touchdown there by Lucas Hartung. Feels like they're getting it right back with this drive. He gets out of bounds at the Huskies 48. It's 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
I am absolutely, I know I keep saying this, but what go back and rewatch the game. What you've seen from this kid is truly once in a lifetime for high school sports, in my opinion. At least whenever you talk about the Mid-Penn. 1st and 10.
Sweeney here, he's going to lose the ball. Maybe he tried to keep it. And guess who's getting hype? Number 2, Gavin Harrington making his first real play. Just gets to the backfield. Nobody blocked him. And he puts both of the players down for a loss of 7.
That was not Sweeney's best play.
Loss of 6 or 7 there for Harrington. It's 2nd and 17. 3:45 left to go in this third quarter. That could be the play the Huskies need to get off the field.
So we're looking here. If you're
Got the fan cam
fan
here.
cam, yeah, that's what it's called. Thank you, Colston. Gold out. Love gold outs. Love Minithon. Love what they're doing. Sweeney dropping back, looking, rolling, trying to find somebody, stepping up into the pocket, has a man wide open, caught. First down, Hershey. Jukes back inside to the 30, down to the 25, and a first down, Trojans.
We're going to take a look at the replay here. Sweeney, plenty of time. No call on any penalties. A little bit shaky about that one. Jukes out Chris Stein there. That's going to be Pace, the running back. He just wanted to do a simple flat route, and he's going to get the first there. And it's going to be all the way to the 28. The Huskies get one great play. The Trojans get one back.
I mean, the awareness from Sweeney to step up, roll out of the pocket, and hit his guy in the flat. This kid's special.
Seems like a certain other guy who played Thursday night wearing number 5. He's going to take it himself now, Sweeney. Cut back inside. No pitch. Still going. Making
Oh, my
moves.
God. You're
And the
kidding me.
Huskies need the entire defense to get him down.
Now, here's a guy who can actually do it all. Unbelievable. Looked like he was dead in the water for maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
I know you said you see flashes of Lamar. I see flashes of Jaden Daniels. He's got the build, the arm, the rush ability, and he can do it all. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is no punter, but still, he can. If he sticks to his guns here, I feel like he could definitely be something
I
special.
don't know. As a Packers fan, last night he didn't look too great.
He salvaged it. 1st and 10 from the 16 in the red zone. Simple handoff up the middle. Got a lane and a touchdown for the Trojans. That's Edwards' pace, putting them back up 3 scores.
And that right there is exactly what Hershey needed. Kill all of the momentum for the Huskies. Runs a guy over and runs his way into the end zone. 27-7's our score. 2:16 left in the third quarter. You're watching MCTV with a pending extra point.
Obviously, Mifflin County, I said earlier, you have to try and stop this Hershey team if you want to have a chance. Now they got to answer again, and I got to say pretty quick. High snap here. Ball is lost. Hershey will just fall on it. It's going to remain 27-7. 2:16 left to go in the third quarter. I'm Colston Niven.
I'm Aiden Stevens, and you're watching MCTV football. When we return, Huskies trying to cut the lead to 13 here on MCTV.
start. 2:16 left to go in this third quarter. Coming off the touchdown by the Trojans. They're looking to answer back. No kick here for the kicker on the extra point. Here's the kickoff for him this time. High and away. He's going to get it to Beamer. Had a good return last time. Looking to get something here to the 20, 25. Got some speed. Looking to make a move. Still fighting all the way to the 33-yard line.
Right here, we'll see Beamer catches it here. Runs to the far side of the field. Mifflin County's been scheming to plan on that far side. And it's been kind of
worse, and that's without Hershey scoring. So we're going to need Hartung here, put up something great. We're going to see Strohacker not coming back in the game just yet. That's going to be Brandon Kaufman, the senior, 5'8", 175. Hasn't had much playing time because Strohacker's been taking it, but we saw the rush earlier. I feel like has patented him that starting spot, at least for now. Going to be Hartung here on a play action. Quick pass there is caught, trying to fight for yardage. Nothing much there.
That right there, nice play call by Coach Breon. Just slips there, and you get back to the line. Maybe you get a yard or so. It's second and long. You're behind the sticks. You're behind in the scoreboard, and you're starting to fall behind on time.
Going to be 2nd and 10 here off of the no gain. Huskies looking for an answer here. Finally get the score they needed. The defense did not respond, so they got to do it again. 90 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Hartung here with a 2nd and 10. He'll give Kaufman.
What a tackle.
That's a Madden animation right there, getting to the backfield. Number 27, J.J. Peak. He does it again. He's been getting back there really all night at that defensive line spot. He's a big body, and he gets them down for a loss of 5.
Look out for a possible over-the-middle crosser with a combination of a streak route for Mifflin County. Try and free up that deep safety over the middle of the field. Is it going to be pistol formation, trips to the far side?
3rd and 15, bootleg. Hartung, he's got pressure, looking to make a move, but there's another man there. Guess who it is? Peak is back there again for 4th down.
I'm telling you what, if Cam Sweeney wasn't on this team, J.J. Peak would have my Player of the Game award. Multiple tackles for loss right there on that possession alone. So it'll be 4th down and 21 now. Huskies do have to run a play before the end of the quarter.
Beamer here will get it off and put it away here. This one sky high here. That's going to get a good bounce.
What a punt from Beamer. Draxler dives on the ball.
Okay.
Let's see this punt from Beamer. What goes up must come down, and with a nice roll, Hershey's going to be down at around the 25-yard line.
6 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Got one play left to go. Let's see if Sweeney tries to air it out or just takes it to that 4th and final quarter.
I'd air it out here. Throw the dagger if you're a Hershey fan. If you're a Mifflin County fan, you want a turnover, but with how 5's been playing, I don't think you're going to get a turnover.
We'll see here. 6 seconds left to go. Maybe that triple option. It's been working here. So let's see if they go back to it on, once again, that heavy set. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line for Sweeney. Going to be a simple handoff up the middle. The Huskies get them, and that will take us to the 4th and final quarter. The Trojans through 3 finally bend a little bit, but don't break. They're up 27-7 as we enter the 4th quarter. We'll be right back right after this.
Here's 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line. Not Mechanicsburg. Hershey set handoff up the middle. Nice tackle there It'll be a gain of 1, maybe 2, and it'll be 3rd and long for Hershey.
That's Gavin Harrington there on the tackle, just straight up the gut. Hershey, you probably want to play keep away here, up 20 with how your defense has been playing. We'll see what they've got here on 3rd and 7. That's obviously big switch up off a 2-win team to 4-0. Really could, get some eyeballs. So, going to be there a run by Sweeney there for the first down.
Jamie Thomas is the head coach of the Redland Patriots, and I must say, I'm going to applaud him whenever I got to give him his flowers. He's turned that program around, and that's truly one of the best turnarounds I've seen in the Mid-Penn in a long, long time, Colston.
1st and 10 for Sweeney.
Sweeney's out wide. He's at receiver.
He can play a lot of things. The athlete for a reason.
He goes in motion here.
Gonna go in motion. They're just gonna hand it off up the middle away from Sweeney. And up the middle, the gut is gonna be Edwards Pace once again. He's gonna get the first.
Pace runs up the middle, finds right through the A gap. 4 Huskies in pursuit right here. Sweeney gonna head back to the quarterback position.
Sweeney there. That's only a 2nd or 3rd snap there. Not playing at that quarterback position. The other times they did it, same exact thing. Right up the middle of the Pace, and it's been working. At the 48 now of the Huskies. Looking to put the dagger in here as Sweeney not going to line up at quarterback once again. Here's 1st and 10.
Could you imagine if Sweeney catches a one-on-one deep ball?
He is 6'3" for a reason, but they need a good throw here from the receiver looking for a jump. Now Sweeney in motion. Same thing, right up the middle, the gut. And once again, a solid gain there for Hershey. That's Christine on the tackle.
I mean, they go right back to the well. They did this earlier in the game where they ran it in for a touchdown, a jet touch pass to the near side of the field. Very next play, they go to run to the same play to the other side of the field, punches it in the end zone. That was their 2nd touchdown of the game. That was to make it 14-0. The Trojans scored 27 straight. Huskies scored 7, then the Trojans 6 once after that. So we've officially hit under 10 minutes remaining at Kishbank Field. Once again.
Was 21 straight, and then Mifflin County struck, and then 6 more from the Trojans. Once again, handoff up the middle there. You can see Hershey trying to play keep away there. Huskies get him quick, but that clock will still run here under 10 minutes to go. Going to be close to a 1st down, and they will give it to him. 1st down, Trojans. 9:45 left to go in this 4th quarter.
If we go back to the Northern York, even the Mechanicsburg game, this defense just does not look the same, in my opinion. I know it's only an 8-point difference, but with Mechanicsburg, it was a 7-point game heading into half. You felt like you were in it. You got the ball to start the second half as well. And they just haven't had really any chance since they've scored.
Going to be Wildcat here, a keeper there for Grant later. He just wanted to get himself involved. And it's going to be right up the middle there for a solid gain. Obviously, the receiver, you take some Wildcat in, gets you solid yardage. That's a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 33. Hershey here, pending a miracle, was going to improve to 3-1 on the year. The Huskies going to drop to 2-2. The Huskies next week, going to be another tough matchup. They go to Shippensburg. Hershey is going to go back home, take on Lower Dolphin, trying to upset Mechanicsburg right now. 2nd and 6. Going to be yet another keeper there, right up the gut. Now going to the outside. Tried to pitch it to the quarterback.
I saw that there. Later tried to pitch it back to Sweeney. He wanted to. I know he wanted to by the body language. Wasn't able to there on that one, as it'll be 1st and 10 for Hershey after that play. And I must say, Hershey, the chocolate capital of the world, They're going to eat a chocolate W here tonight coming out of this one.
1st and 10 at the 25. Seems like Mifflin County here, before this drive, they've really been able to stop the run, but they've been running inside, and it's been working. So we'll get 1st and 10 at the 25. We'll see what they do here. They ran some Wildcats, some inside runs.
Timeout, Hershey.
Going to be 8:03 left to go as they take it. We'll take it with them. Huskies down 20, 27-7 here when we return. .803 left to go as we return. Sweeney now on that left side, one-on-one with Beamer. Hershey looking to put another gut punch in as Sweeney in motion. We've seen them go inside every time. They do again. The Huskies are there. We've seen Reggie, the backup, has not had much to go here. And that's going to be only his 3rd or 4th carry. That one for a loss of 1. Obviously, Hershey just trying to play keep away. 2nd and 11 now with the clock running.
I got a bold prediction. They keep sending Sweeney in motion whenever. Sorry, my apologies there. Whenever Later is in at quarterback, I wouldn't be shocked if they pitched it back to him here and possibly do a double pass as we look at the rushing touchdown here by Pace that possibly put the dagger in the heart of the Huskies. Later in at quarterback.
Going to be 2nd and 11. Later, going to look to throw because why not? That one's going to be caught. The receiver, why not play some quarterback here late in the game? That one, I believe, is caught.
It is.
Number 80, that's the tight end once again. He looks a little bit slow to get up. That's going to be Gavin Keston.
He is perfectly fine and in the huddle.
All right, never mind. He was holding his chest, people. I'm not lying to you. 3rd and 2. Solid gain there. Obviously, you know, Hershey here a little bit late in the game. You want to have some fun with it at least still. The receiver turned quarterback now.
I want to see Sweeney catch a pass.
Here's 3rd and 2 from the 17. Once again, the 2 tight ends in motion. Just going to be a simple handoff up the middle once again.
Penalty flag thrown.
As of right now, it's a 1st down for Reggie. Reggie, one-way 1st down. We'll see what the call is on. Looks like Hershey's moving back.
Usually on those type of run plays, you usually see holding against the offense, and that's exactly what it is. Holding against Hershey. That'll be 3rd and 12 when we return. Let's see here. Great technique there by the referee, throwing the flag right into the center of play.
I feel like that's exactly what you don't want to do, but, you know, you do you, ref. You know, I'm not your manager. 3rd and 12 coming up here from the 27. Does Hershey go for a gut punch throw, score, or do they just run it again, try to keep that clock running?
I really want them to hit Sweeney. The inner fan of me is coming out. I want to see him have a rush, a pass, and a receiving touchdown in a game. He's just the receiving touchdown away. He's one-on-one with Weaver at the top of your screen.
6'3" versus 6'1" here at your top of your screen. He's going to throw. Looking for something here. Obviously, he can step up as that receiver, and he's not going to get much.
I believe they're going to try and kick the field goal here.
The kicker here, Carson Goodman, the junior, hasn't had much action. You can see here, putting his head down. You know, Changan gets a little bit involved. You know, you don't really want that.
I believe Later just tried to wave off the special teams unit, said, let me go for it, guys. I got this.
4th and 12 As of right now, some substitutions in for Hershey.
They don't have Goodman in.
Goodman wears number 19, and he's sitting on the sideline. 4th and 10. They got it earlier, and they're going forward again. Sweeney is not the quarterback.
He's in the slot here, guarded by Farley. Timeout, Hershey. Their second of the half.
Hershey here, 4th and 10, maybe trying to say, maybe we don't want to do this. 4th and 10 from the 25 when we come back. The field goal or the gut punch right after this.
They're going for the dagger here on 4th and 10.
From the 25 here to throw. Pressure early. That one caught there to the outside.
He's got it. First down.
That's going to be Brian Meduna. He's been quiet as the top Hershey receiver, but that one is for 12, and that should do it. 4th and 10, they get 12. The main thing Hershey's had all night is those 3rd and 4th down conversions. They've been successful in them no matter how long it is. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Do they finally try and target Sweeney? Aiden's been wanting it. Let's see if it happens. Sweeney
He's going to go in motion.
In motion.
I think you give it to Sweeney on that play.
No gain on the play. Some substitutions in here for Hershey. A lot of them, in fact. I think they want to get more players playing time, you know. Late in the game, why not? About 5 minutes left to go. Hershey here up 27-7, looking to strike one final time here. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mifflin County next week plays at Shippensburg. As there's going to be a run, bounces it outside. Nice tackle for loss there for the Huskies. So it'll be 3rd down and like 12 coming up.
That's Gavin Harrington. Once again, another Madden animation, just pulling him down from the back. Loss of 1. 3rd and 11 from the 13-yard line here for Hershey. Do they try and go with that pass once again? Sweeney staying in. I feel like if you're Hershey, you take him out. You don't want your quarterback to get hurt, but they think differently. 3rd and 11. Going to be a simple handoff to the outside. That one not going to be enough for the first down. 4th down coming up. Do they try that chip shot field goal or go for it one final time?
Nice job by the Huskies here, bouncing him outside, getting him out of his comfort zone there on that one, as it'll be 4th and 10, and the field goal team's going to come onto the field.
Carson Goodman, the junior, one of the few people that isn't a senior in that starting spot. He hasn't had much action at that kicking spot tonight. He's attempted 4 extra points, technically 3, one of them a high snap. He's going to get his first chance at a field goal here.
I believe this is the first field goal attempt at Kish Bank Field.
This one, the kick up, and that one is tipped and no good.
That one just looked like a bad kick. I'm not sure. Did it get tipped? I can't tell. I cannot tell. As this game almost over, 27-7. If you want to redirect yourself to another Mid-Penn game, Lower Dolphin and Mechanicsburg, currently a 2-point game. The reigning Mid-Penn champs on upset alert at home against Lower Dolphin. It's a 2-point game. Lower Dolphin has the ball at their own 35 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. If you want to watch that game, look up Mechanicsburg Wildcats if you're watching it on YouTube. That is Mechanicsburg Wildcats. There should be a live stream there. If you want to, after this game, if you want to go see the end of that one, or by the timing-wise, it looks like this game on Mechanicsburg is going to end first. Hartung, handoff, up the middle. That's Strohecker, gets a gain of 1 or 2. But if you want to see the end of that game, go to the Mechanicsburg Wildcats YouTube page, turn on the stream, as Lower Dolphin tries to pull off probably the biggest upset of the I mean, you got to hurry here if you're Mifflin County. Game is not over by any means. 20 points in 3 minutes. It's definitely the most improbable comeback I could think of, but it's not impossible by any means.
Hartung here coming off the first. At the 42-yard line, here's 1st and 10. Quick snap. Looking to get something here. He's going to throw it short, caught
by his brother.
That's Lucas Hartung here. Had the touchdown earlier, only a second catch. Not much going there.
And Lower
No
Dolphin,
gain.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm calling both games. Lower Dolphin inside Mechanicsburg's 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. I feel like if you're the Huskies, got to put more of like the backups in, get them some playing time here.
Well, this game is
See
not
what
over
they
by
can
any
do.
means, Colston. You have 3 timeouts. All you really need is an onside kick and a defensive stop. Hartung wants it all down the field, overthrown.
That one intended also for his brother, Lucas Hartung. That one just a bit too high, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 with 3:01 left to go.
3rd and 10 at the 42.
Mifflin County here just trying to put up some points here late, get some momentum headed into next week, or if they could pull off the upset.
Now, obviously, this is the toughest stretch for Mifflin County. They got to go up against 1, 2, 3, back to back to back in overall records last year in Mid-Penn. They have 9-1 Shippensburg from last year. Hartung rolling out, looking, has Beamer.
They're going to say
incomplete.
They're going to say incomplete. I believe.
No,
that
they're
ball,
going to say caught.
We'll take a look at this one. That one a little bit bobbled.
I don't know, Colston. We're going to need another replay.
That one bobbled,
I think he got it. I think he got it.
But Beamer here is coming up big here late. 1st and 10. Hershey trying to get some momentum here on the trip's far side. Monster formation. 1st and 10 from the 47. That one low snap.
Loses the ball, gets back on top of it.
Not what you want. That's a momentum killer with the clock still ticking. Loss of 5. 2nd and 15. There's the fan cam once again. Love seeing the smiles on their faces.
No matter the score, there's always a smile in Mifflin County somewhere as it's 2nd and 14 here in Mifflin County.
Hartung gonna step back. He's got pressure. Escaping.
Running.
Trying to pick up some yardage here. Throw it downfield. That one incomplete for Weaver. Just a bit outside his range.
He was running for his life on that one. Dare I say. 2:05 left, 3rd and 14. Huskies going to need a big-time play here, a big-time stop, and a big-time onside recovery. They want to possibly claw their way back into this game.
3rd and 14. They haven't been great on 3rd and long situations. They're going to put a lot of new guys in here for this 3rd down. 3rd and 14. The 49-yard line. Going to be a bootleg for Hartung. Pressure by Hershey. Hartung's going to get it away.
What a throw.
Lucas Hartung. He does it again. That's going to be
and a flag, a face mask. What a play here. Let's see. Hartung rolling out. Notices the pressure. Gets hit as thrown. And kind of a good thing as it falls right into the lap of Lucas Hartung. And a hand right into the face mask of also Lucas Hartung.
The brotherly connection has really been electric here in the later half of this game. He's going to step off the field, and Mifflin County has life with 2 minutes left to go.
It's a standing O here from the crowd. I mean, we're, 4 hours away, and we're getting some of that city of brotherly love on that throw. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Haven't had a goal situation all night. The only touchdown, a deep one, about 40 yards to Lucas Hartung. He gets them down here this time. First and goal. Hartung, floater in the back of the end zone. Just too far for anybody to get it. It's incomplete.
Too high there for Beamer. Too far for Dom. As it's gold out night here for the kids. Love what Minithon's doing. Please go out and support Minithon in any way you can, whether it's coming out to these gold out games or, donating to Minithon. Just please do anything you can. It's for a great cause. And it's like, you always have senior night. I love the gold outs more than anything.
Here's second and goal from the 7 after the incomplete pass. Mifflin County looking to strike. Another bootleg. Going to throw the other side. That one, he had him. Incomplete. And Rustler, not much targets for the sophomore. That one incomplete for him. We're going to take a look here. Hartung.
That's an old play. That's back to Beamer.
That's Beamer to the 40.
Wyatt gives us a nice laugh over there. He's running the replay in VMix. He's on double duty. And we're going to segue that into a thank you to everybody part of the MCTV crew. Obviously, we got Wyatt there on double duty. We got Reese up on the roof. We got Ava and Maddie on the field. And we got me and Colston here as your commentators tonight. It'll be trips to the far side on 3rd and goal.
7 yards to go after 2 straight incomplete passes. Hartung looking for something. He's got nothing. Sacked once again. That's number 11, Reggie Owe, getting to the backfield. And 4th, and now very long here for
Field
the
goal
Huskies.
doesn't do anything. It's still a 3-score game even if you kick the field goal.
If you want any chance at coming back in this game with the clock ticking.
It's now or never. Clock is running too.
Touchdown or bust. 4th and goal from the 14-yard line. Hartung looking to pass. He's got time. He's got a floater. Back in the end zone.
What a catch.
Caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
Easton Zook reels it in on the back line of the end zone. And, they're waving it off. They're going to say he was out of bounds. Incomplete. And the touchdown by Zook is taken away.
We're going to take a look at the replay here. Hartung, that's a great ball and a great catch. You need only a foot in, I believe.
That is the high school rule. Let's see here from the top of the field cam here. Airing it out. Deep lob. Oh, he got that foot in.
That is a touchdown. It cannot be reviewed under 2 minutes left to go.
Or in any high school game, Colston.
So that will likely do it. We're going to see Lucas Hartung there on the sideline. He can't believe it. Sweeney and company will improve to 3-1, beating the Huskies here at their home turf 26. Ball does come out late. They're going to call it dead before that happens.
So we're going to actually, this game's practically over. The clock's going to run out. I'm going to take over here during the Mechanicsburg game. Lower Dolphin. This is a 2-point game. Lower Dolphin has the ball at Mechanicsburg's 22-yard line.
Mifflin County here is going to fall to 2-2 on the year. 2 straight losses. Not the momentum you want headed into Shippensburg next week. But meanwhile, Hershey, 3-1. Now they've got 2 straight wins coming off the 3-point loss to Waynesboro, who's getting blown out by Redland right now. That'll be a knee for Sweeney, and that will do it. Mifflin County, 2-2 on the year. Sweeney is hyped with a 27-7 win. These next 2 games, Mifflin County to Shippensburg in another tough game next week. For Hershey, they're going to get the team that's going for the upset. Lower Dolphin at home. They're taking on Mechanicsburg. Back to you, Aiden.
If you guys want to watch this game, go to Mechanicsburg's Wildcats YouTube channel. This game's going to come down to the wire. I know I'm going to have it on until the end of the game. 42 seconds, 29 19-21 is our score. It's 3rd and 6, 42 seconds left. Go to Mechanicsburg Wildcats YouTube channel and turn on this game if you want to see how this ends up. This could be the biggest upset of the year in the Mid-Penn. Mechanicsburg, 10-0, went undefeated last year. Lost into the playoffs. I think they went 11-1 overall on the season. But now they're on the ropes against a Lower Dolphin team that I believe was 4-6 in conference play last year. I know they beat Mifflin County 9-7. That game I remember very well, as the game here at Kishbank Field's going to come to a close, as Lower Dolphin here is going to be in the T formation with 3rd and 6. Quarterback lines up under center. It'll be a handoff to the running back, bounces it outside. He's to the 15-yard line or so. It'll be 4th down and 2, 4th and 1. We're going to play the alma mater here for Mifflin County.
One more thing here before we go, as Aiden said a couple times, thank you to the MCTV crew. Without you guys, none of this is possible. And also, our next broadcast is a new sport. We've got field hockey coming up next here on MCTV. I believe that will be the 17th. That's a Tuesday, if you're wondering. So if you want to get some field hockey action into your day on Tuesday, head to MCTV, same place. Maybe the same time. I don't exactly know. They're going to play the alma mater here for Mifflin County.
As actually, Mechanicsburg calls a timeout with 12 seconds left. Lower Dolphin's going to try and kick a field goal and win the game. If you want to watch this live, go to Mechanicsburg Wildcats YouTube channel and turn on this game. If you love Mid-Penn football, if you love following everything about the conference, this is exactly what you want to turn on right now. 12 seconds left. Lower Dolphin with a big possibility with an upset.
And Aiden, we're going to go to our post game here. What did you see from Hershey that really gave them that deciding factor?
Cameron Sweeney. That's all I need to say. That kid is, I think, the best player we'll see all year. I think he has a really big potential. I love what he can do on the ground. I love how versatile he is. And without him, it'd be a lot closer of a game. He obviously had that big 50-yard runner, so he's still probably going to be leading the Mid-Penn in rushing yards. He probably had over 100 rushing yards again today, putting him around 500, and he definitely got a couple more touchdowns. He's still up there in that race for the most touchdowns in all of Pennsylvania. Colston, do you have anything you want to add?
I will say, I think the main thing for Mifflin County, and this happened in Mechanicsburg as well, they could not get off the field. Although it was only 19-0, and this tonight, 27 points. Those 3rd and 4th downs, 4th and 10, you're supposed to get off the field. That's the common thing you want to do, really, obviously, at any time. But still, the great, not a great performance, I feel like, defensively. But that'll do it. Mifflin County, as we said, we're going to say it one final time. Mifflin County is going to head to Shippensburg next week. And then Hershey going to try and take on Lower Dolphin at home. 12 seconds left to go. What's going on in Lower Dolphin, Aiden?
It's 4th and 1, actually, officially. 12 seconds left. Lower Dolphin still has a timeout. I think you kick the field goal here. You're around the 20. And it's going to be the game here for Lower Dolphin if they can make this field goal.
Undefeated Mechanicsburg won it all last year. Coming off a game, 19-0 win against Mifflin County. This to end the undefeated streak.
They already called the timeout, so they cannot ice them. This is a 33-yarder from the right-footed kicker. Taking a step back, his approach. Getting set. This is the game. Lower Dolphin arm in arm on the sideline. This kick to give them the lead over Mechanicsburg is up. And good. It's good. Lower Dolphin takes the lead with 9 seconds left in Mechanicsburg. Unbelievable.
Obviously, still 9 seconds. That's enough time for a play or two. But that is a huge, huge play for a team who's 1-2 and trying to come back on that season.
What a big-time kick here. Don't see a lot of field goals here in Mid-Penn play. But it's going to be 7 seconds left with a kickoff return. If you want to watch this live, go to Mechanicsburg Wildcats YouTube channel. Turn on the live stream there if anybody's still with us.
7 seconds left to go. Lower Dolphin just trying to play some good kickoff coverage and maybe one more play. But if there's one team that can get a miracle,
it is Mechanicsburg.
It is Mechanicsburg.
As this game's over here, in Mifflin County. Final score 27-7. We thank you all for watching, and if anybody's still with us and you want to go turn on this game, see how this ends, Lower Dolphin could pull off the upset of the year in the Mid-Penn. We're just going to stay on the air until the end of the game. 7 seconds left. The number 1 team, undefeated last year, in upset trouble. 7 seconds left. This could be upset of the year.
Mechanicsburg, obviously, they've won a lot of games in a row. 10-0 last season. They're undefeated at 3-0 this season. So that's at least 13 games. And now their streak could end right here.
Squib kick, fielded cleanly, will just go down.
As of right now, it says triple zeros. I refuse to believe that's correct.
It says 6 seconds, Colson.
It was at triple zeros. I ain't lying.
Yeah, really unfortunate, but if we could, we would stream this game. I'd like to thank everybody, a part of the MCTV crew. Ava, Maddie, Evan, or not Evan, my apologies, Wyatt.
Jeez.
Wyatt.
Do it dirty like that.
And Reese
Had-
up top.
Had
Like to
double
thank
duty.
everybody, a part of the MCTV crew. Without any of them, none of this would be possible.
Had double duty and you get his name wrong. That's disgusting.
I am sincerely apologize, Wyatt.
6 seconds left to go here. 7 seconds left to go here.
That was unnecessary.
It was kind of unnecessary. But Lower Dolphin here looking for the upset. Maybe one play left to go. Is it Hail Mary or lateral game
I think it's Hail Mary.
for Mechanicsburg?
Well, they get the ball around the 40 of Lower Dolphin. So we're cleaning things up here. If you hear any background noise, we apologize here. We're trying to stay with you as long as we possibly can.
They're really taking their sweet old time in the huddle, though. I won't lie. Probably took a timeout, but
Well, timeouts shouldn't take 2 to 3 minutes, it feels like. Well,
now
Golston,
they're
it's
coming
been-
back onto the field. Sorry to cut you off. 6 seconds left to go. 1 or 2 plays. Mechanicsburg still, I believe, with 1 timeout. So they get a quick play out of bounds or get that timeout off quick.
I think you got to go for it. Lower Dolphin has 3 linemen on the defensive line. This is the game here for Mechanicsburg. Dropping back, screen pass, caught. They're playing the lateral game. Oh, and it gets away here. Mechanicsburg picks the ball up at the 20, still on their feet. 25, looking, throws it across the field to the near side, caught. 30, 35, tries to run a man over. It's over. There's a flag now, and I think this is going to be a legal forward pass against Mechanicsburg. Lower Dolphin celebrating like it is, and that is the biggest upset in the Mid-Penn this year.
Lower Dolphin, your final 1-2, make it 2-2, taking down the undefeated champs of last year, Mechanicsburg, 22-21. That's going to be all for us in the booth. I'm Colston Diven.
I'm Aiden Stevens. We wish you guys Mifflin County. Thank you. Be safe. Have a good rest of your weekend.